Do you ever feel like you're living by a set of rules you didn't agree to? Trapped in systems that feel broken? We're told that without government oversight there would be chaos. But what if that's not true? What if the real chaos is this feeling of isolation in a crowded world? My name is the Grouchy Gnome, and I'm looking for people who want to build a community that doesn't rely on police. This is day one of a journey to see if we can create a real blueprint for a different way of life. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling this growing sense of disconnection. We live packed together in cities, yet many of us have lost that true sense of community, that feeling that someone has your back. We've outsourced our own safety and problem solving to systems that are often bureaucratic and ineffective. Here's a thought that drives this whole project. Research increasingly shows that the safest communities aren't necessarily the ones with the most police. They're the ones with the strongest social bonds and the most resources. This isn't about escaping the world, but actively building a better corner of it. This is the start of a journey. I'm not an expert, I'm a searcher. And I want to start by looking at those who have already proven it's possible. So where do we even begin? I started by looking to the past at a group that has been living in largely autonomous communities for centuries, the Amish. They don't have a police force. Instead, their order comes from a shared value system. When a conflict comes up, they don't call 911. The first step is for the people involved to talk it out and work towards forgiveness. If that doesn't work, church leaders step in to mediate. Shunning is the absolute last resort, used only for those who refuse to make things right. Their entire system runs on accountability and social consensus. The Amish show us the incredible power of a strong shared value system to keep the peace without formal enforcement. It proves that when people are united by common principles, self-governance isn't just a fantasy. It works. Okay, but the Amish model is built on a specific faith. What about a modern, secular version? This is already happening in the growing movement of eco-villages and intentional communities. These are planned communities where people come together around shared values like sustainability and cooperation, and you can find them all over the world, from Eco-Village at Ithaca in the US to Crystal Waters in Australia. They use all sorts of governance models, from democratic votes to consensus-based decisions, where everyone has to agree. Some even use systems like holacracy, which gives authority to roles instead of people, making the community more adaptable. Now, this isn't about creating lawless islands. These communities still exist within our society and have to deal with things like zoning laws and land rights. But the crucial difference is how they handle their internal lives. Their own resource management, food production, and problem solving are in their own hands. These modern examples show that self-governance is flexible and that with smart design and real collaboration, it can thrive today. So you can start to see the pieces of a blueprint coming together. From the Amish, we see how vital a unified value system is. From modern eco-villages, we get the power of sustainable systems and flexible governance. A new kind of society seems possible, one that combines deep-seated values with practical, modern solutions for living together. But this is just the beginning. Research is one thing. Building it is another. I'm not a survival expert or a master builder. I'm a seeker, and I'm ready to start, and I'm looking for others to join me. If any of this is sparking something in you, I want you to be part of this. Just send me an email. That's where we can start sharing ideas, pooling our skills, and taking the first real steps. Let's find out what's possible when we decide to build it ourselves. Look, this isn't about running away from the world's problems. It's about facing them with a bold solution. It's about building a community that champions freedom, connection, and takes real responsibility for its own future. I know this is a massive undertaking. There will be legal hurdles and the simple human challenge of learning to truly rely on one another. But the reward is a life of genuine purpose and community. Subscribe to follow along. In the next video, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the biggest practical challenges, from navigating laws to creating our own conflict resolution process. The journey starts now. Let's build this together.